Hello people, this is Clown300. Welcome back to another hilarious lip-sticking video. I've been wanting to make a video on this guy for the longest time, but I never really had anything to work with besides calling the obviously stupid thing stupid. A lot of you might already know who he is, but you just never bothered to learn his name. And that is because most sane people scroll past his videos every time they show up on their For You page. You know him, you hate him, it's that annoying dude who's built like a pencil named TheManniiShow. He's gotten himself into some controversy and he's getting rightfully called out by pretty much everyone. TheManniiShow is one of those TikTok / YouTube shorts comedians that fall into the category of garbage content produced by an equally garbage person. Basically, he's just as bad if not worse than Uguay. I'd say he puts in more effort than Uguay does, but the bar's not really that high. Now, as far as I know, I don't think a lot of people know what he actually sounds like, and the reason for that is because he never records his own audio for his videos. The audio in his videos is always either a popular song, a trending sound on TikTok like the Brother video, or, get this, the audio from somebody else's skit. Now, what does that mean? Imagine if when I was making this video, instead of recording my own audio, I pulled up a video of somebody talking about The Manny Show, and then lip-synced over it. That sounds kind of shitty, right? Well, imagine if all my videos were like that. I uploaded 3 of them daily, and then called myself a comedian. You'd be like, you're not a comedian, all you do is piggyback off of other people's viral content. Exactly. That's one of my biggest problems with this content. Most of it is just a recycled and inferior version of the video that he stole. I'm gonna have to play it safe to show you what I mean, because there's been some problems with them revolving copyright strikes, but I'll get to that later. Look, for me though, there isn't a shortage of examples that I could choose from. The guy's uploaded 3,000 videos on his YouTube channel since he joined in 2020, and God knows how many TikToks he's got. On October 10th of 2023, the user LWC960 posted this video playing the song The Entertainer. POV, it's 1880, the saloon fight is getting heated, and this banger comes on. Then on March 1st of this year, The Manny Show posted this video. POV, how people would fight in the 1800s when this banger came on. I mean, even though it's kind of similar, he at least changed it up a little bit by showing off his sleeper build. And by sleeper build, I mean that shit is dead asleep and borderline comatose. Jesus Christ, you think that a guy with a $147 million net worth would be able to afford to eat well? On August 16th, TikTok user Lumberjacks uploaded this video.
Over the fucking door, Cassie! What kind of fucking friends are you? What the fuck?
Funny, right? Like, he used the audio from Euphoria. Well, last week, The Manny Show uploaded a video using the same sound. Let's watch it.
Over the fucking door, Cassie! What kind of fucking friends are you? What the fuck?
That can't even be denied. It's literally... It's the same exact video as Lumberjacks's, except the only difference is that it has Manny's stupid ass face on it. Same caption, same middle finger, same defeated look when he opens the door to the back seat. But let's just look at one last example. On May 8th of 2022, Brody Wellmaker uploaded this video. Mom, after she just slapped me in the parking lot for acting up, and the audio in the background is a song called Our God is an Awesome God. Like, it's relatable, right? Like, even if it's not at church, I'm sure a lot of people experience something similar in their childhood. Well, last week, Manny Show uploaded this video. My mom at church after whooped my ass in the parking lot. Again, it's the same exact joke that somebody else made, except he just slaps his face on it. But what's worse about this one is that it isn't the first time that he's posted this video. It's not even the second, the third, or the 4th time. I found 5 different uploads of this video on TikTok. And this is the ones that I found. Imagine how many I didn't find. In fact, it's the same thing for every other video of his that I just talked about. It's a video from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years ago that he re-uploads to his account. And depending on how well it does, he re-uploads it like 5 times. I know some people might think that I'm taking this too seriously by this point. First of all, I know. More importantly, do you not have any issue with this? Like, am I in the wrong for thinking that a guy who calls himself a comedian is a dick for reposting multiple videos that weren't even his idea to begin with? It's not like he's the average person on TikTok getting a viral video every once in a while because they came up with something funny. He's a guy who actively looks for viral videos so he can slap his face on them and claim them as his own. Because you know he's not just scrolling through TikTok thinking, wow, that was a funny video. This inspires me to put my own twist on the joke. It's just disrespectful to any comedian that actually puts effort into making their content. And like, trust me, this isn't sour grapes, but the fact that he got 12 million on YouTube and 24 million on TikTok when there's people out there who put in more effort for less reward, it's completely stupid. Because now that I've ranted a little bit about why I don't like his short videos, I want to talk about some of the other reasons that I hate him before going into the most recent one. One that some of you might remember happened back in 2022 when the Dmer documentary came out. This is the first time to my knowledge that the internet started collectively hating on The Manny Show. Because at the height of the documentary's popularity, Manny decided to make a video where he's simping over Jeffrey Dahmer with Taylor Swift's Wildest Dream playing in the background. There's the part where she says, "You'll see me in hindsight, tangle up with you," that part. It cuts out immediately after he's shown because all the videos that I found were Stitches reacting to how bad of a video that was. But don't worry, he only deleted it on his TikTok. That shit is still up on his YouTube channel and his Instagram page. Now I haven't watched the documentary, but I've seen clips of it online. So how is your first thought after watching a documentary about Jeffrey Dahmer to make a video where you're drooling over him? And it's not like he said, "Wow, Evan Peters' body looked really good in Dahmer." He said, Evan Peters playing Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, whether he actually thought a portrayal of Dahmer was attractive or he was just pandering to women by being like, hey, Evan Peters, am I right, ladies? I still think it's a morally questionable video to make. I understand that there's evil characters in media that people find attractive. Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Scarlet Witch. But those people are fictional characters. You could say Dolph Lundgren looked good as Ivan Drago even though he killed Apollo Creed. Nobody's gonna say anything about that. But you realize that everything in that documentary, it's based off of something that the real Dahmer did, right? Like, he really killed people, he really ate them, and he really took photos of their dead fucking bodies. And if you think that he's just saying that Evan Peters was attractive, that's not what he's doing. He doubles down on his belief that Evan Peters' portrayal of Dahmer was attractive in a now deleted comment. How am I supposed to hate Jeffrey Dahmer if Evan Peters is making him so attractive? How do you not see an issue with saying that? Again, Jeffrey Dahmer was a real person that really killed a lot of people. There's a very big jump from saying that Christian Bale's portrayal of Patrick Bateman was attractive and saying that somebody's portrayal of a real-life cannibal was attractive. But here's one more, just in case you don't believe that he's actually believing this. He triples down on this by making a third video with the same premise. The girls and the gays, am I right? As far as I know, he's not gay, but he really panders towards them a lot. A lot of his videos are definitely made to appeal to women and gay people. Maybe I should just start doing that too. Like, if you're a girl or gay or both, smash that subscribe button, am I right? It's relatable. The song playing in the background is Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. And to this very day, that video is still up on all of his socials. Yeah, I don't know how. In my opinion, this shit's worse than the first one. Hey, but don't forget the BLM in my bio and that Obama book that I made sure to keep in the frame. I know I'm romanticizing somebody that did some heinous shit against black people, but hey man, Obama 09, am I right? Haha. Fucking bitch. This kind of fits as a transition to my next topic, and that is accusations of racism. He hasn't gone as far as Uwe did by, dropping the N-word and then being like, guys, I got like 2 black friends, it's okay. But there have been some cases where it's like, okay, he's teetering on the line of being racist. Like in this video where he's playing a homeless guy, and in the captions for the homeless guy, he uses the darker skin tone praying emoji. Now, I don't know why Manny would use that instead of the white skin tone emoji or the default yellow one. I'm pretty sure to make it the darker skin tone, you'd have to manually set it as that. He's about as pale as a line of coke and equally as thin. So, I mean, I just don't know why he would use that version in the captions for a homeless guy. There's also this other video, which, I mean, just watch it.
Welcome to China Airline. Thank you for choosing the airline.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
My name is Captain Ming Lee, and I'll be flying for 12 days. I learned yesterday from YouTube tutorial. Now I can fly a plane.
So for some reason, he gave credit to Nigel Ong for making that audio, even though he wasn't the guy who made it. The guy who actually made the audio was a YouTuber named Yaris. But apart from that weird part and the fact that people had a problem with it, what did he add to that audio? You could just watch the original video and it would be the exact same experience. Can I meet the guy who's like, oh dude, but you just don't understand. I need some idiot making an over-exaggerated face in order to laugh at this video. This does lead me into my next reason as to why I hate him, and that's that he just isn't funny. Now I know what some of you are saying. Comedy is subjective, Murray. But trust me on this, you're gonna see why it's one of the reasons. One thing a lot of people don't know about The Manny Show is that he has this series on YouTube where he does long-form comedy. Before I completely shit on his content, I want to show you his bio on TikTok. curing the universe with comedy, okay? So keep that in mind for the next 2 minutes. With that being said, these videos are probably the most confusingly structured comedy sketches that I've ever seen. It's like he's trying to make a combination of a sitcom like Modern Family and a sketch show like Key and Peele. Except the thing that makes it unique is that in between these sketches, he just straight up plays one of his shorts with stolen audios. It's kind of hard to explain without showing it, but since I got the looming threat of a copyright strike in the air, I'll just try to summarize one of his videos. This video is called TheManniiShow on YouTube, The Comeback, Part 1. The first sketch is about Manny's mom getting ready for a date with one of Manny's bullies. She calls him a bunch of alliteration names like Nosy Nelly, a Meddling Mike, and a DD Dry Shite. Whatever. The video ends with Manny's mom telling him that she left some soup for him in the oven. When Manny opens the oven door, he finds a can of soup on a baking tray. That's it. I'm not joking. That it's not brought up at all until part 2 of the video, where the payoff for that setup is that Manny's bully is being traded to Green Bay. That's it. There's a joke about how Manny thinks that Green Bay is in Montana, but besides that's it. Then there's a TikTok that's completely unrelated to the video. It's about a girl who wants to be a superhero, but her mom's like, man, you couldn't even break a wooden board. Then there's a plug for his merch called the STD collection. I get it. You see, it stands for see things differently, but STD could also stand for sexually transmitted disease. Come on, why aren't you laughing? Then there's another TikTok that's about his dog wearing a UPS costume. Then there's a sketch which is surprisingly related to the TikTok, where his agent calls him to tell him that because of that UPS video, his sponsor went with a different creator. Then there's a TikTok of a British person pronouncing bottle of water as bottle of water. And finally, the video ends with a clip of his dog doubting himself, but then not doubting himself. By the way, I'm not trying to make it sound as bad as possible. I'm literally just explaining the shit in the video. It just happens to be the most unfunny shit of all time. I'll put up a card so you can watch it in case you don't believe me. He calls this a mockumentary, but you can also tell that he's trying to prove to people that he can be funny without making a stupid face or using somebody else's jokes. I'm gonna make the same point that I made in the Uruguay video. This is how you know he has to rely on stealing other people's content. Because when it's somebody else's punchline, the crowd goes wild. But when it's jokes that he wrote himself, the crowd exchanges confused looks. Like, I'll be fair with him, this shit does look like it took a lot of effort to produce. Then again, it also takes a bit of effort to use the toilet when you're constipated. And in the end of both scenarios, all you're left with is a pile of shit. He plugs his website at the end of all these videos, which again is a good transition into my next topic. Right now you're probably thinking, Clown 300, you're just so goated with these transitions. Haha, I know, acknowledge me. Okay, so first let's talk about his merch. I know YouTubers don't really have a good reputation when it comes to making good merch, but this man is only making that stereotype worse. Like, for example, this $20 shirt that says Santa Pimp, or this one that says Yeezy, which I guess is a combination of Yeet and Yeezy. Then we got Another Day, Another Sleigh, and then we got this one of an AI-generated dog on the moon. Can I meet the guy who'd wear any of these in public? I would rather wear one of those I paused my game to be here shirts. But one of my favorite parts about this website is how it feels exactly like Chris Chan's website did back when it first started. There's just so much shit that nobody cares about. Like this section called Cast of Characters. It's kind of sad because you realize that the only people in his videos that aren't him or his dog are AI generated. Or this section called MJ's Scrapbook, where it's all just pictures of him edited to look younger, standing next to a bunch of celebrities. This one's just kind of cringe in a sad way. But my favorite section is the FAQ section. Has the Manny Show been banned? Yes. TikTok's evil algorithm banned the Manny Show 4 times in 1 year period. I think you mean in a 1 year period. The related hashtag unbanned the Manny Show hashtag on TikTok has over 4 billion views. I mean, it's not lying, that shit does have a lot of views. Almost 5 billion. But something that he left out is that pretty much most of, if not all the videos under this hashtag were made by him. And it's not like there are videos where he's saying, yo, the censorship is unfair, please spread this hashtag around. Every video with this hashtag is one of his normal videos. It's like if I put a hashtag in my most popular videos that says, hashtag Clown300 has a massive wiener and is the coolest person on YouTube. And I said, bro, there's like 1 million views in total on the videos with this hashtag. The people must think that I got a massive wiener and I'm the coolest person on YouTube. Who are some of your biggest comedic influences? Oh wow, where to begin? Stand-ups Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Neil Brennan, The Simpsons, Doe, Arrested Development, Veep. I also love Bo Burnham, and Rosebud Baker, who is so dark. Really? Because with the way you're going about things, I would have thought that Carlos Mencia and Amy Schumer were your biggest inspirations. What's free comedy about? Comedy is under attack from censorship, and frankly, a lot of people with thin skin who cannot take a joke or accept that other people might have a different opinion or an experience from them. Now that is funny. That is unironically the funniest thing that The Manny Show has ever said, especially if you know what he did recently. Let us talk about his most recent controversy, which is also probably the most problematic out of all of them. And it's also the reason why this video is probably edited in a weird way. Recently, a YouTuber named Nguyen made a video called Why Everyone Hates The Manny Show. It's a pretty normal commentary video. He watched some of his TikToks and made fun of them. Kinda like what I'm doing, but he's not just shit talking him like I am. I think the worst thing he said about Manny in that video was that he called him a closeted K-pop fan. He showed some of Manny's TikToks in that video, and this led to him issuing a copyright strike against Nguyen's channel. Not a copyright claim, a copyright strike. A copyright strike for using 13 seconds of Manny's content. Strikes are so dangerous to any YouTuber because it only takes 3 of them for YouTube to completely Thanos snap your channel off of the website. Which is why it pissed me off that Manny is just casually issuing copyright strikes on anybody that makes a video on him that isn't sucking his dick. And there's also the irony of the guy who made his career off of stealing content from others, trying to falsely strike down people's channels, even though they're using his content fairly. Because it isn't just Nguyen that's gotten a strike. Pretty much everyone in the past 2 weeks who's made a video on him has gotten an email from YouTube relating to a copyright strike from The Manny Show. Which does kind of mean that my channel is being put under that crosshair too. So in case something happens to the channel and you're a regular viewer, I'm going to recommend that you either follow me on Twitter or join the Discord. With all that being said, I'm going to end it here. I think I've said everything I needed to say about this idiot, and based on the fact that his TikToks get ratioed in likes by his comments, I think it's safe to say that his career is finally ending. So if you enjoy getting mad at this idiot, smash like or leave a comment. If you're trying to infect me with the prion in the future, smash that subscribe button. The channel recently hit 15,000 and I am truly grateful that this many people have acknowledged me. I posted my left hand reveal in the community tab, which was supposed to be just the left pinky reveal, but I was like, fuck it, give him the whole hand. At 30,000, I'll be posting my right hand. At 300,000, I'll be posting a face reveal. And at 5 million, I'll be posting my nudes on Twitter. So if you're a sick pervert or you just want to support the channel, subscribe. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. I'm funny on there sometimes. But that is all, so take care of yourself and acknowledge me. Goodbye.